So I've been thinking, England, they've done well under Southgate, we can all agree. Went out to Iceland in 2016, absolute disaster. And then go from that to World Cup 2018, getting to the semis, Euro 2020, even 2021 technically, being runners-up. And then the last World Cup even as well, getting to the quarters, but going out to France with the holders and got to the final again. So they're a good team. Probably the only team that you could say have got a more complete squad than England. But that says a lot about us. The France one is the only one where you can hold your hands up and say, can't really complain. It's not really on the manager. It's a bit unlucky. Kane missed a penalty it's rare. We gave it a good go, and you have to say if we won that, we definitely could have beat Argentina in the final. It also seemed written for Messi. You have to appreciate that. But we're good, but it just makes you think if we were a bit more attacking, we'd do a lot better. It's been in my head anyway. The World Cup and the Euros, give Southgate a lot of credit. Done well, but we missed opportunities on both. Croatia weren't great, and we were 1-0 up, but then just sat back. And Italy weren't great, and we went 1-0 up and just sat back. He's always made changes too. I like Southgate. He's done well. I've even met him in the past. But he just always makes changes too late, and it's too defensive, which you can't expect no less because he was a defender and he was a good player who played at the top level and played for England. But he wasn't a trophy-winning player, so that next level he wasn't at. And yeah, just think he probably should have gone after the Euros, but you can understand why they kept him. Just needs to get more progressive, and he tried in the World Cup, and we've done better, but he's contradicted himself a lot by clearly having his favourites, and it's about time, I think. Jack Grealish gets the credit he deserves. He has just won a treble for Manchester City, not by himself, but played a very, very vital part. Picked up form, everyone's raving about him, everyone loves him again. £100 million flop last year, not realising that Mahrez didn't settle great, Bernardo didn't settle great. They all take a season to settle under Pep. He's very demanding, and new surroundings. He's a Brummie boy who's been there his whole life and moved to a completely new environment. So people who know how talented he is and how good he actually is aren't shocked. Yeah, he's a drinker, loves a party, but he's a ultimate professional. He loves football more than partying, obviously. How is he not starting for England? Got Harry Kane, yes. Got Saka, yes. Great. And they should start. Sorry, Rashford, even though he had great form, Grealish has just won a treble. Foden's just won a treble. But then it's the question of, yes, you can play these players, but then you have to have the right coach to coach them. Pep can do it. Eddie Howe can do it. Look what he's done going to Newcastle. And again, it's the Pep influence on all these young English coaches now who like to play progressive football. Southgate has done what he can do. He's made us solid, give us experience as a team of how to get deep in a competition. It's got to be time to move on to a more progressive coach who can now take us to the next level because of the players we now produce, thanks to the influence of Pep. Because you've got to remember, most of these players now, they're coming through how they are, and the managers play football how they are because of Pep's Barca team. So that instigated it. So that by the time he's got to the Premier League, everyone's already playing his way. Now he can show us all how it's done, which he has. But naturally, because of that, everyone else has got better. The national team need to utilise that, which they half have. But now they need a manager who can do it, not Southgate. Because they need a manager who is just progressive, attacking, and can use the strengths of the Premier League. Because, yeah, the foreign players make it what it is. But, I mean, all the England squad play in the Prem, other than Bellingham. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. West Ham won the Conference League. And Arsenal United, telling me they're not better than Sevilla. Sevilla Europa League kings, but they'll feel they should have won it. They'll feel they missed a chance. The Premier League is strong. It's just strong. It's been proven. Premier League teams won't win things every year. They won't win the Champions League every year, Europa League every year, which they don't. But you can't argue that the league on a whole is top dog. And England need to be backing it up, because when Guardiola was in Spain and the Spanish league was top, Spain were winning things. When Guardiola was in Germany, the German league, I mean, he didn't win the Champions League at Bayern. So the German league weren't on top, but it was up there, and Bayern, they were very good. It's just them Spanish teams were still so good from his influence and from what they produced. But they were up there. Germany won the World Cup. Bayern didn't win the Champions League with Pep. But Germany, while Pep was there, with the influence that he had on them Bayern players and on that league, won the World Cup. And for England, it's just, oh, well, we've got to a semi-final, we've got to a final, we've been runners-up. Fair enough. We need to do more. We need to do more while this guy's in our league influencing our players and managers so much.